Hello and welcome everybody to part 21 of the Empire Total War Great Britain Darthmod Let's Play. We are now at the defence of Satara, I believe, facing Marathan rebels. Not the Maratha Confederacy, they're not at war with me, but the original owners of the land, the Marathas, or just, was it the Mughals that had this one? I can't remember. Basically, some Indians are rebelling, and we will quash them with my East India Company troops stationed at Satara. While this is loading, though, do give a... What is this? Yeah, mental. I'm gonna have to resort out all these units onto the wall properly, man. But yeah, if you've got time, check out the link in the description to my latest Hear Me Roar vlog. It's absolutely awesome, detailing my trip to Rome with the Creative Assembly, the makers of Total War. So if that shouldn't be a reason to check it out, then I don't know what is. So yeah, go check that thing out. Ah, why would you do so many men? I don't want you spread that much. Because it's kind of completely useless having you all down there. Wow, that's really useless. Ah, it's the one thing I'd change the most if I could go back and change something in Empire, which is just how men interact with walls. It's not good. Although this unit actually can come straight in that hut. And these guys can go up here. There we go, that's kind of what I wanted. That'll do, let's begin! Let the games begin! Yeah, so I'm going to keep these guys here, fire at will, going to take that off right now. So that when the enemy does come through, we can start shooting. And thankfully, you think this is how it should form up. You should be able to drag them across the front of the wall like this, rather than them being, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to face the other way. Bit of a rant, but it could have been so good. Maybe we'll see an Empire 2 rebalance these sorts of things. Perhaps. But anyway, we've got them on the wall. They can fire their cannons from the get-go. But the moment these guys get near my walls and start climbing, I will be pulling back and forming up in the central square, because it's far more effective me doing my fire by rank than trying to melee out on the walls. So that's the tactical situation. We are facing 3,000 angry Maratha rebels against, I think, about 1,300 of East India Company infantry. So I'm going to try and smash them with a few cannons first, chip away a bit, and then face our doom in the square. Because these guys are just going to mob and swarm. But if we can break them, like we were making this one waver, we might have a chance. That's wavered 2 units, that's good, that means we can focus on the rest of them. That's wavered, that's broken 2 units. Every day I'm wavering. These guys are going to go flank around me here. Not much I can do about you. Looks like we're pushing these guys back in the middle, which is good. I'll take that. And now these guys are all back here. I really don't like the idea of staying up on my walls too much longer. We've got those units coming back, of course. Who did not expect that? But we are also shooting at these guys quite well. Lots of fire on these guys as they run around. Not much over here because my dudes are chilling in the middle, and actually they're pulling up from this corner. They're finally sort of forming themselves nicely up on the walls. They form them up at the moment when I probably have to pull them off. But we'll give them a little bit longer. Finally, nicely on the walls. If we could break this, actually it'd be good, because it means we'll push them back and they'll have to... because it's these guys that are going to try and, I reckon, throw some cables up here. We'll make them waver a bit longer. What's going on over here? Oh, they've got things up on here. Okay, in that case, I'm pulling back. Oh, and it's all lagging. We have glitchy lag. So, pulling all my men off the wall straight away. I'm not even going to wait around for this, because some of them are doubtably going to get caught, and it's going to be a mess as it is, to be honest. Oh, we've already got some of them... climbing up here. Aha. Didn't see that, you sneaky. Look, they're climbing up right by the tower here. Okay, yeah, so we better get down. Run! Get back into the square. I can put a unit in here, which I'm going to do. Because I can hold the building a bit better than I can probably on the ground. So this unit here, I'm going to get you sorted out like so. Actually, no, I'm not, because I'm not going to have enough time for that, because they're already charging. But I'll get my general to come through. I'm not going to tell him to charge, I'm going to tell him to run, because otherwise I'm going to kill a lot of my men. Once he's clear of all my infantry, now we give the ready order to charge. Because they're all over the place, so it should be relatively easy to deal with. Let's make another unit here. General's doing alright here, chipping away at them. And I'm going to take fire off at will from these guys just for now, because I don't want them to start firing. Yeah, I'm going to have this unit like so. This one like so. And then we can watch as these guys come in. So we're going to think these guys are going to start firing shortly, which will be good. Give me a volley, man. Enemy general's been captured straight away. Nice. Oh, we've got to reload first before we can do some fire by rank. These guys are getting up on the walls and the roof. And now they're firing. And we're doing quite well against these guys here, actually, because they can't really spread out and start firing that well, I don't think. So, oh, but now they're charging. So, oh, they're flanking sie. Charging me here, landless rabble. Let's get these guys firing at will. In fact, let's get the general out of there. Because once the general's out of there, I can tell these guys to fire at will and unleash a deadly volley. My units are firing from all angles, trying to push them back as they come along. Right, let's hit these guys fire at will, because hopefully my general will just be passed by the time these guys start firing. Come on, cavalry, run! Run, I tell you. Most of them are passed, and we've made them break with a volley. Smashing. I'm not going to chase after them just yet. I'm going to keep my general here because I need my general as good shock cavalry right now to break up the enemy forces. This unit is going to be charged. Yes, they're just going to charge in their Hindu musketeers, but that's fine because it prevents the enemy coming straight towards me, and it gives the rest of my units time to fire on them. So their sacrifice will not be in vain. Well, they're already wavering, which is good, and these guys are all broken and wavering, running out. My aim here is not to annihilate them yet, it's to just hold off from them. We're smashing them over here. I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on this sort of view here. We've broken these guys, I think, or they're wavering. They're coming back for more. We're just going to watch what happens. I would charge out on my general, but I'm not sure I want to risk it just yet. These guys are all broken. I'm quite happy to just send them off broken for this turn and just hold the siege then. We shall see. They're all broken right now, I think. So whether any of them come back to fight again. And we've won the battle. So I'm going to... I could charge down a few with my general. I'll do that briefly. But probably by the time... Actually, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Because we'll charge them and kill all my men. Let's run outside. Let's go to fast forward time. Okay, out of gate. Choose any gate, please. And start chewing away at these guys. Absolute chewage. Kind of hoping I get the general out a little bit easier than in formation than he is now, but he's slowly getting there now. Now it's starting to do some damage, hopefully, to all these guys. Yes, plenty. At least we can kill an extra couple, 300. Should help the odds next time. Harassing them all the way. Yes, off you go home. Love how they're running in kind of nice single file lines. Clearly they've been influenced by the British too long. They're forming orderly queues to leave the battlefield. And most of them escaping there. I can't even attack some of these guys yet because I can actually. I can run into them because they're near the borders. Let's go for this next lot. Come on, see if we can get through. Kind of form an orderly queue. If you make it through without being stabbed, you get to survive. Heroic victory, apparently. Okay, I'll take that. So, what do we lose? We lost 14 men. I'm very happy with that, and we managed to kill 831 of the enemy. So they're now pulling back. And city besieged. Oh dear, oh dear. Right. That's this one, of course, by the huge French force here. And part of me wants to sally out to meet them. Part of me is kind of happy. I don't have any walls here, actually. I don't have an actual fort, so... And I don't get why I click no forts. Oh, turn still surrender. So I'm going to have to fight... Am I going to fight this now? Hang on, wait. No, they just attacked me then. I don't get why that fort showed up, actually, because I'm pretty sure... Oh, we lost a gentleman. Pretty sure, as I said, I turned forts off in the Darthmod control panel, because I often get crashes with Darthmod. When there are forts. So, they've just besieged us here. I was replenishing all my men, so I need to deal with that. Okay, so we've got this army here, and I'm kind of looking... Let's try that again. I'm kind of looking to take out Quebec. And, of course I have this army here, which we can finally push in. Oh, no, they've got an army there. Oh, no. I demand your surrender. Fine, I will... Ooh, what have we got? Mainly bowmen. Actually, that's alright. Bowmen I can deal with. It's the swarms of garrison native American warriors that I can't. But I don't have any cavalry, so it's going to be difficult to swarm them. I will just have to annihilate them with infantry charges. So we're going to besiege them, though, to try and chip away at them first. Take any territory from them here, that would be great. 13 colonies looks like they're finally gaining a foothold. I am replenishing you all. And I need more troops. Yeah, more troops here. Right. Got cavalry. We don't have any cannon. Could get some 12-pounder for artillery, and I'm going to go for that. Get some artillery in there. Once the rest of them are replenished, it should be fine. I assume I've got another turn until surrender, so I assume I'll have to fight next turn. They'll press on me or something like that. So I should be able to push that back. That's not an issue, so I can leave that for now. These guys I'm going to besiege. Back to India. So we pushed these guys back. We've chipped away 800 of them. We lost 14 men. So we'll continue on. Up here, I was going to go for this territory, but I've been screwed over because there's a huge force here. Oh, no, it's not. It's the Maratha Confederacy. Let's zip over here. Nice large army of the Mughal Empire here. We might be able to take it, but I'm not sure with all the extra garrison as well. So, you know what? Oh, no, I can't go for war with them. I'm going to go to Hindustan. Because the Marathas are rapidly gaining the upper hand in terms of territory. And, yes, I know a lot of you sort of saying, oh, you should, you're going to have to face them soon enough. I probably will have to face them, and they probably will kick me out of India in my current state unless I can win that war in America. But right now, I might as well try and grab some more territories. Like these territories down here would be relatively exposed. So if I could, if the time came where I could build another full stack and then rush in through those southern territories, I could probably create a defensive point because a lot of their forces are up here, and it's just a stream of units moving up here, only a couple, so this is my main force. I doubt I can move you out of here without everyone here wanting to rebel. Oh, I can. How? That is pretty darn cool. That's pretty good. So I can move them all out of here. Now, there's that port. I really do need to push these guys out of the port. Because if I'm going to take Durat, I'm going to have to defeat this army here. So we will push for an attack here. We're going to have to go for it. We've got lots of the mob. We will fight. We'll fight and we will look to slay them. So we will ready ourselves here. If we can claim this, if we can defeat this army at the port, this is, as far as I can tell, the largest Mughal Empire force outside of a city. So essentially this should mean I'd be able to move unchecked and unopposed through a lot of the Mughal Empire's territory. Now, trying to look for some terrain here where the cannons can go. There's no hill behind me as such for them to go. There's a little bit of height on this left side. I guess I could make like a battery there, but I think I'm just going to put it in between my line infantry units. So we'll have one here, we'll have one here, and we'll have one down here. These guys here I'll keep back. Take them off fire at will though, because they're small units. Right, so cavalry, okay, let's get you group 2 then, and let's have the cavalry up on the left flank today. Oh, do behave, cavalry formations, would you? There we go. Right, so line infantry. Spread them all down here. Okay. So we want one on the outside of the cannon. And then probably 2 to fill in this gap between cannons here. Although I will move my cannons along because I don't really want that much gap between infantry regiments and the cannons. That should be perfect there. Yeah, there we go. Hoping they've still got a sort of a view there. They might be able to hit something. We will have to see. So let's sort them out there. Right. 2 more units. That's them there. That unit's perfectly placed. And then one final one on the outside. This was meant to be. So there we go. Everyone's deployed. General in the centre. Cavalry on the flanks. Let's make this stuff happen. And relatively clearish view, so when the enemy does come, we should be able to hit them. The demi cannons now beginning to fire. And they've set up a gun emplacement here, so that's why I'm going to target my cannon fire just to start with, so we can get a few shots there. Managed to clip a few of them here. We've got camel nomads actually, which I will get this battery to engage with. Plenty of camel nomads over that side. My men will stand and fight. Watching out for these camel nomads. I'm going to pull my cavalry just below the hill here. This little rise. Getting the cannons ready now for a shot against the camel nomads, which have just come up over the rise. Oh, that was a good shot. I saw camel explosion there. Of course, we have canister shot as well. That got some more camel. That was good. I'm actually going to switch to canister shot now. And I'm going to leave these guys in fire by rank formation because, as you can see, we've broken them there. I'm hoping the cannons will get a better chance to reload to fire off at least one canister, but I don't think they're going to get a chance. Oh, no, they're going to get one chance to fire off some canister. I'm not sure if that was the canister or the men firing, but it seems to have done alright. We're going to continue targeting them with the cannon. Right, the rest of the cannon, let's start getting them targeting moving targets like these horsemen. And over here, what are we going to target? What have we got to target? Not much. I'm going to get them to target the horsemen as well. Push back their cavalry forces first. Do the same over here. We've broken that unit. Let's see if that comes back. So switching these guys around, I'm going to put them into canister again. I'm not going to put these guys into canister because the angle's going to be too sharp. And I reckon I might clip some of my own men. Now would be a great time for some canister. Come on. Yes, please light it right there. But yeah, they have been utterly pushed back. Good shots there by all of the cannons, working well to bombard the enemy and push them back. And now we've got the camel nomads, well no, camel gunners now pushing up in fact. So let's get them on for targeting, zero them in for the next round. These guys are... oh, I don't know what's going on with them. Okay, so they're pushing forward slowly. And these this cannon alone can go back to its favourite canister shot. And we've also got camel nomads up here. So I'm watching them very carefully. Trying to hit these guys with canister shot. Starting to waver, they've broken. Let's target these guys over here then. And just coming up against my East India Company troops. They are no match. No match for me. Oh, and as I'm sure some people will be wondering when... if you're wondering when I'm going to next do kind of a round of naming units, I will be naming them in Saturday's part. Because hopefully you'll get a lot more campaign map play, because I will wrap this part up after this battle. But, yeah, hopefully we'll... bit more action going on in America with those sieges. We've got several sieges there to fight. And hopefully we can push through and do some stuff there. And Saturday's part will have a like target, so that the one the following week can be a 1 hour special if you guys make it to that target. So over here I've spotted the camel nomads forming up, so I'm going to just target them with the round shot there. Yeah, so we'll get some 1 hour specials going in the next week or so. So we have been devoid of specials for a while. Mainly because I've been all over the place. Out of the country. So we sent those guys, they're shattered. Brilliant. Okay, that's one unit dealt with. Let's try and target one of these here, Hindu musketeers. I don't want to press forward actually, I'm quite happy to take my time actually. I've got the superior numbers. As long as I can take out their camel nomads I should be alright, but as much damage to these infantry as possible would be a lovely bonus. And watching these guns, of course, that are probably chipping away at my men. Yes, they are. So let's try and hit those guns. Bar these guys, we're just going to try and hit the camel nomads. Oh, that was a good shot. Landed right nicely in them. We've killed one of their cannon crew so far, so I'll take that. But they're not pushing up as much as I'd like, so I may have to push forward a little bit to them. But for now, I'm just going to shell them. But I did attack them, so I've got sort of 53 minutes to kill them, although I hope this video doesn't last for that long. Let's try flanking around with some cavalry now that we've eliminated their cavalry on this flank. Though we've got to watch out for those cannons. But maybe this will draw them into my fire so I can deal with them. We've destroyed that building in front of these guys, which is good. We now hopefully should be able to hit these cannons a bit more. Sort of dropping just a bit short. Oh, that one was definitely one. We've taken out a cannon. Smashing. And these guys have been broken. How unfortunate. So they're pulling back. So I'm going to get this cannon over on this flank now to target the Zamindari horsemen, which have pushed over here. And the enemy is slowly pushing forward now. It's good. So we can slowly shell them. And I've brought my cavalry over here. I'm just watching those camel nomads, but they remain broken. So if I can, I am going to go in for a charge against the Islamic swordsmen here. And this unit on the wall, the Quizibashi musketeers. I'm not even going to say that. They're going to be called the Quiz musketeers. Oh, we've got camel nomads, so I'm going to watch them. Watch them briefly. Try and get my middle cannon to target them again. So the Islamic swordsmen turn to face my charge at the last moment, taking quite the beating. Pull away with the cavalry, ready myself for another charge. The Quiz musketeers have turned to face my charge, and they've come off their wall, but I'm charging in, and I'll let my men have about 5 seconds in there before I pull them away. They may well manage to break and waver this unit completely, in which case I'll leave them there to run amok. No. The rate of kills started slow. These guys need to run, not walk. So I'm going to draw these guys back towards the cannon, hopefully. This unit of horse pulling away. So the charge has gone rather well. And we've got guys coming towards us here. So I'm going to switch to canister shot. Tell them to target the Hindu musketeers here. Is that the Zamindari horsemen? Yes, they have been broken, which is good. And with my cannon here, we're going to target the Hindu musketeers, like so. Trying to charge away with this unit of cavalry. But they are getting picked up here by the Islamic swordsmen. Trying to run them away. They're getting tired, of course. We'll get these guys just to walk over for a bit. And then we'll give them more charge. So here, I'm not going to bother, or I was trying to say worry and bother at the same time. I'm not going to bother or worry with the guns now, the enemy guns. I'm just going to worry with these guys here for my cannons targets. And we'll get a charge going now against the Islamic swordsmen. Both my cavalry regiments going flat out. Good charges. Smash them from this side, and then we should be able to hit them quite nicely with my other unit of cav. Although I'm actually going to bring this unit of cav around to make their charge. Pull away with this unit now. Up here. They are wavering off those two smashing charges, and they've been attacked in the rear, which is obviously never good. You don't want to be attacked in the rear. And now we pull away with both cavalry units. No, 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 I told you to run, not to re-engage. Run! Units, please do as I say. I'm your general, damn it! Think you're tired now, I will make you pay. Rapscallions. Just canister shot these guys in the middle. Let's look how we're doing down the line. This guy's taking a bit of a beating from the musketeers down here. They've got more men. We are pushing back. Holding the lines nicely. And I need to run now with my cavalry. In fact, it's given the perfect opportunity to go for their cannon. I'm going to run them there. They're going to be tired, but I need to move with some speed. I'm going to pull the cavalry back now behind my men. I'm going to go round shot here. And these guys are getting chipped away at the flank, but they're holding the enemy just for now, which is what I need them to do. But this unit here, I reckon actually I can push up onto the crest of the hill here, and this unit pull round like so. just going to get these guys to walk to the enemy cannon now. It's fine. They can walk. So let's have a look down here what's going on between the lines. We've broken that one here. And we're engaging these troops across the line with cannon shot on that bottom cannon. And we've broken yet another unit, which is smashing. So we have a broken unit here, and these guys are going down too. Okay, I'm moving over with this one now. Getting kind of to the right spot that I want. I'm going to move them over there. This unit here, ready to face them as they come in. These guys are the Zamindari pikemen. I hate you guys. But that last volley was quite horrific, and these guys seem for some reason to want to just charge my men. Oh, I'm going to get my cavalry charge in the flank here. It's close quarter combat with my own infantry. We're going to have to be careful though, hoping the charge will break these guys completely. They've broken already. So I'm going to get my cavalry. I'm going to cancel the charge order in my cavalry. We've got rid of their cannons with my cavalry, which has just literally walked in there. Get my cavalry here to charge in. Breaking these guys hopefully here. And in the middle with these two units, I can swing them round now to help my unit on this flank, which has been devastated rather. I'm going to pull him round. So I'm going to get this one, and where's my other unit where's my other unit cannon? There we go. These two units over here, we're going to fire at the Islamic swordsmen. My cavalry over here should be seeing away the pikemen quite nicely. We've seen away the cannons. I'll try another charge actually. I'll give them a chance. One more charge. Hopefully before the cannons fire. So I've got my men lined up here. I think we're just clipping the ground a bit. There's a bit of a rise there. So now they've fired that, I'm going to push them forward briefly. And we're now breaking these troops on the flank here, and I've turned my troops around to help out. I'm going to go to round shot though and target the camel nomads. And we've broken the Islamic swordsman here. I really should move my cavalry out of there though, because I'm pretty sure I've probably got a lot of friendly cannon fire there. So let's pull the cavalry away. Get them to walk, and we'll move these guys up here. All my cannons now, bar obviously that one there, can target the Hindu musketeers in the centre. This cannon is going for the camel nomads. And the camel nomads are just starting to come towards this regiment here. I think we should be able to get a good volley off. I just saw an explosion of the cannonball right there in the midst of them all. Damn, they didn't get close enough for my East India troop. So we're going to push round a bit further. We've broken that troop in the middle. We're making the final push on the remaining units now. As they slowly push forward, but they waver at every step. Okay, so now these two units is where the main push comes. These guys are probably going to get a shot off against the musketeers here. So I'm going to switch briefly to canister and tell them to target these guys, because if ever there was a more perfect sort of position for a canister shot, it would be this one. Right in front of them. Quickly fire, quickly fire, quickly fire. I think we got one. We got one. That'll do. The rest of my men are all firing East India Company troops, sending them packing. I think this regiment is now forming up to make a push against my men. And we have now another unit appearing on the flank. Put it 3 ranks deep. Form up. And my cavalry is now back together. See if we can't chase off the last few men there. Looks like it's going to be a resounding victory for my forces. Not too many losses, which I can deal with. And there we go, we've broken the remaining troops. And I'm going to end the battle because my cavalry is quite tired, so possibly wouldn't catch up to many things at all. So hopefully this pushes them away from the port. That means we can at least push further north in India at least. Okay, so 521 men lost. Quite happy with that, and we've managed to kill well over, well, about 60% of the enemy. Quite happy with that. Let's have a look at who got the most kills there. East India Company Infantry, well done. Demi-cannon's getting quite a lot there too. So that's pushed them back, and we are now, well, we're now at their port, and we can try and replenish. Well, that's where I'm going to end it for now, guys. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumb up. Check out the links in the description, that Hear Me Roar vlog, and I will see you all again tomorrow with some Medieval 2 Stainless Steel Genoa campaign. Comment, rate, subscribe. Ciao for now.